Hi guys, it's another beautiful time, of course, with Relufe TV. You know, when you see me, it's another episode, of course, of Relufe BuzzZone. And one thing I always say about BuzzZone is this is where we do all of that amiable, your celebrities. This is where we take a look into their lifestyle and everything really trending about them on the internet. My name is AY with a double O, and of course, let us get to the gist zone. That's where the main gist of the day is. So, my first story here, I have to say congratulations first to Daniel Etim-Effiong. Yeah, it was all glitz and glamour at his movie premiere, or his directed movie premiere, titled The Urge, and of course was directed by Daniel, written by Lani as Aisida, and this is actually Daniel's debut directorial movie, literally. And of course, actors star-studded, and of course a lot of actors were at the premiere to congratulate and of course to felicitate with him, basically, right? And trust me, one of the amazing things, or one of the most beautiful moments of that premiere was the outfit. His wife Toyosi Etim-Effiong got this red beautiful dress and she was looking super sexy, and trust me, Toyosi has lost some weight and she's not playing. I remember she made a post about, coming back to her baby girl era, and Toyosi is not playing. And of course, Daniel had this, I don't even know what to call that, costume, but it was really giving, I'm a king, I've come here to command, and all of that. It was more like a military-inspired suit, right? And yeah, the movie premieres in cinemas nationwide on the 17th of October, and of course, we cannot wait to see, what that movie has in store. But of course, trust me, a lot of comments about the movie, I'm interested. And another story here, away from that, this one is reality TV star Phyna. And I'll say that I don't know why it feels like, Phyna feels like a target right now. Do you understand? Like everybody's just out to, any small thing, you see Phyna here in the news. And ever since what happened to her sister happened, I just think that she's not really been doing okay. And I think maybe friends, family should check up on her and just keep her off the internet for a bit. So there was a video circulating where a lady had jumped on her and, she was in a fight. That was it, a fight. So she has broken her silence and talked about the viral video involving her and another lady at a hotel in Abuja. And prior to that, Phyna had posted about being in Abuja and talked about the serenity of the environment, even compared Abuja to Lagos and said Abuja is, not chaotic as Lagos and a whole lot of that. Little did we know that our stay in Abuja was going to be, I don't know if she's still in Abuja or not, was going to be filled with a lot of chaos. Now, the video was like just some 20 seconds. What we saw was a lady jumping on Phyna, literally, like she jumped at her and pushed her to the ground. And Phyna has also now come out to say that the fight was staged and recorded to tarnish her image, that the lady in question has been stealing from her. And at that moment, the altercation was about 200,000 naira. But Phyna also made a post that I feel like nothing must happen to this lady in question. Because how do you say, oh, you beat up somebody, and then the person she said, she wrote it in pidgin, like the person where I beat up still the hospital, and they fight for in life, something like that, like the person is still unconscious. How can you beat up somebody and the person is unconscious and you're coming out on internet, or Obasanjo's internet, to say with your full chest that, the person is still unconscious and we should pray that the person should come out alive? That's quite some statement to make. But I mean, she has maintained that stance and she has said that, she won the fight and that nobody beat her up and a whole lot of that. So, of course, trust social media. A lot of reactions are still coming up. We do not know what the original story is, but we're also waiting to hear from, both parties, right? In another story here, Nigerian singer Seyi Shay has opened up about her 4-year absence from the spotlight. Now, Seyi Shay is someone that I feel like she wants to come back, or she wants to make a comeback, because she's been granting interviews these days and being a mom. I think she kind of feels, I feel like she's sort of lonely. I don't really know if she has friends currently, because I mean, the female music space is not filled with like so many. How many women do we have thriving, per se? And then how many women that are Seyi Shay's age, circle? Take for likes of people like Tiwa Savage and, just a few, Mocheda. Some are not even in that music space anymore. I think Tiwa is still one person for their, set that is still like making it or is still doing music like currently. So I'll say that I kind of feel like Seyi Shay is lonely, but it would also be nice to see her come back into the industry. She in her interview with Chide, she talked about the fact that a time away has helped her spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and a whole lot of that. And you never can tell what people are really going through. But I think also that childbirth did a thing to her, and she has talked about her transformation before she gave birth. And she had a whole lot to say during that interview. She said she's not married to her daughter's father, but they have a respectful and close relationship. And she said he's a Nigerian music executive based in the UK, and the two of them co-parent well. I think she's doing good for herself, right? But one thing that I'm still also going to talk about in this news is a quarrel with Tiwa Savage. I think they have to sit and talk about it. I also think that would help her also move on, because I feel like she's conscious of what people think about her with that, field with Tiwa Savage. And another story here, Faith, a former I don't know if to call him a Big Brother Naija or a former housemate. He was disqualified from the show, but of course he was on the show, so right. Former Big Brother Naija housemate Faith Adewale has captured attention with an outreach to an elderly woman in his community, to elderly women rather. And in a viral video, he was seen prostrating to the women, exchanging pleasantries, giving them food items, and a whole lot of that. Now, this feels like a positive turn for him, right? Because of his earlier disqualification, and his fans were excited to see him do that and a whole lot of that. And then now during the event, he received a sum of 10 million naira from his fans who said they wanted to support his humanitarian work and all of that. I think Faith is just trying to be seen, because back to back he has been making some cryptic, funny posts, just randomly saying his Faith is a winner and yada yada yada. But I still want to believe that Faith should, or I still stand on the ground that Faith should accept responsibility, take responsibility for your actions, accept wrongdoing, and then you can move on from it. Do you understand? The reason why you were disqualified is for a certain act and behavior, which that wasn't the first time. So you can't say, oh, you had asked for therapy in the house and you didn't get it. There's no excuse for bad behavior. That bad behavior did not cause you to hurt yourself, but it caused you to hurt other people, and you have to apologize to these other people, accept responsibility. So what I would have expected to see Faith do is make a video, an apology video, accept that you did wrong, but what he did instead was a video justifying his actions, talking about how he had said that he needed therapy. Everyone in that house, as far as I'm concerned, needs therapy. Being stuck in a house for 3 months, 3 whooping months, you can't see sunlight, literally, except they are, you can't see sunlight, except they're in the garden. And I wouldn't even really call that like proper sunlight. Do you understand? They can't see what's going on outside. The doors are there, but they can't go out. I think it's exhausting. I'm thinking about it now, and I'm just asking myself, I'm in a space now. Imagine being locked up in this space, and all you have to do is in this space. That's what they were going through. The door is shut, and you can't step out. So at some point or the other, one or two of the housemates had to talk about the fact that they wanted to take a voluntary exit off the show. That's how that show can mess up your psyche. So everyone in that house needed therapy one way or the other. But you coming out to justify your violent actions, nah, I don't see that as being fair to anybody. So good luck to Faith and his fans. In another story, Chiwetalu Agu has talked about the fact that he has sent a strong message about hard work and poverty, and he posted on his X and said that poverty does not die by fire. He said prayer alone cannot eliminate financial hardship, and I agree with this, and trust Nigerians. And I think that saying this, of course, it's peculiar to Nigerians. Poverty, die by fire. Poverty, die by fire, without hard work. It's like faith without push. Do you understand? You have faith, but you're not working towards making a change for yourself. There's going to be no change. Nothing will happen. Nothing will be different. You're just going to keep going round and round in circles. Miracle has to move with action. Do you understand? You can't sit in one spot and say you want a miracle to lift you up from this place if you don't leave that particular spot. I can't be glued to this chair and say, oh, I want to go out. I can't sit here and want to go out. I have to get up to want to go out. So basically, I think that's all he's just trying to say. He has cautioned Nigerians against relying solely on spirituality for prosperity, and talking about the fact that diligence and planning are the true keys rather to success. And this is also similar to something that Daddy Freeze has said, about Nigerians and just being, unnecessarily lazy and just adding everything up to spirituality and thinking that that's the only way. As much as you're a spiritual person, whatever faith that you practice, you also have to back it up with actions, right? In another story here, popular Nigerian disc jockey DJ Big N, and also Temiso Ajifo, better known as DJ Big N, has talked about the fact that Afrobeat is currently in its worst position in 20 years. In an interview, he said both the artist and music executive must be blamed for the genre's decline. And he also noted the quality and originality of Afrobeats have dropped. And if you ask me, you see a lot of musicians just, Afrobeat, I'm doing Afrobeat, oh, what's your genre? Oh, Afrobeat. And you're asking yourself, is this the same Afrobeat? So I want to agree with, DJ Big N. Like, if you watch from time immemorial to what we have as Afrobeat now, it has dropped. I don't even know how to put it. What we now have and call Afrobeat is a mockery of what Afrobeat used to be, right? And he also added that Afrobeat right now, and he said only originality can restore its power. Basically, only originality can restore what Afrobeat used to be, literally. But all we have now that we call Afrobeat is not Afrobeat. In another story here, which is my final stop, Tiwa Savage has talked about our long-standing feud with fellow singer Seyi Shay, and of course I mentioned I was going to come to that. Now, the same podcast or with Bemio and Tools, where Seyi Shay had gone on to, grant an interview, is the same one that Tiwa Savage was also on. So they had played out a video of Seyi Shay, what she said, and a whole lot of that. And Tiwa has made it clear that Seyi Shay reportedly started this with that diss track, with the diss track, challenge. And according to Tiwa, she said she could not pretend that everything was fine. So I think this is a case of a small issue. Do you understand? Misunderstanding here and there, you hurt me, and I feel like, was Tiwa Savage said she was hurt, by the diss track, right? And it was even a challenge, right? But even inside play, now we didn't know like what is real, and she feels like with this diss track, you went extreme. That was extreme, and that's where Tiwa Savage drew the line. Like, I'm not having this. Do you understand? So one person has to be the bigger person, and of course, the person that was wronged should be apologized to. So I would ordinarily expect that Tiwa Savage should be getting an apology, a public, a private apology, whatnot. Seyi Shay should do the needful. And I also like the fact that Tiwa Savage acknowledged that she thinks that she should have a conversation with Seyi Shay. Of course, that's about it with the gist zone. But of course, I want to get now to social media scoop. Now, what is that one post that got like a lot of reactions and funny comments and whatnot on social media? Let's get to it. It's still on Big Brother Naija. So this one is from Gigi Jasmine, and she's talked about the fact that, so prior to this, a day before, Gigi, the winner of Big Brother Naija Season 10, Imisi, had been gifted an iPhone 17 Pro Max by Adekunle Gold. And of course, trust that Adekunle is a big fan of Imisi, right? The following day, we see Gigi in a video. She was on Instagram Live, and was saying that, oh, it's not network, guys. I have to go. My phone is overeating. And you guys, pray for me. I need to get more gigs so that I can buy myself an iPhone 17 Pro Max. And I'm like, Gigi, Bambi Allah. Gigi, if you want to beg with your food. Just in the comment section, someone was like, Gigi, just carry your plate. Bring your plate. You know when you're begging for food, I say, please give me food. Someone was like, Gigi, come with your plates. Come out publicly and say, oh, my fans, I want an iPhone 17. Buy it for me. It would have made a lot of sense. Because how are you in the same vein? Like literally the second day, just after the winner was gifted an iPhone 17 Pro Max, you are saying that your phone is overeating and that you have to go and that it's not the network and that you guys just pray for me so that I can buy this iPhone 17. Anyways, and she moved on from it like she said nothing. Girl, All right, let's get to the comments. Now, this one will wow you guys. Someone said, join Hallelujah Challenge with your prayer request. And Hallelujah Challenge is going on. So I think this is the right time, really, for Gigi to be on Hallelujah Challenge so that so that she'll get that phone that she wants. Another comment here says, stylish begging. Another one says, now, after buying the iPhone 17, you now have to prove that your own is original, which is like, there's this thing with iPhone 17 going up, and everybody is just, I'm like, what is wrong with everyone? Everyone just iPhone 17, iPhone 17, iPhone 17, left, right, front, center, and everyone is just, comparing. Oh, and now, this started when Blood posted, right? A content creator had posted about the fact that he has iPhone XR in iPhone 17 body. Do you understand? He is saying that I'm selling iPhone 17, but this is just XR and modified in a 17 outside. Do you understand? So on the outside is iPhone 17, guys, but on the inside is XR, if you are ready. And one thing I've noticed, the people that have gotten this XR for real, nobody has done content to show that, oh, this is what XR. So are people really buying this XR, or are people lying to us? Even a lot of content, even Nkechi Blessing that put her on inside water has not shown us what, the camera quality. The only person that has seen it is a content creator that I'm following, and she posted that, the dual camera thing is one of the features that she likes. So I would expect that if you have genuinely gotten the iPhone 17, show us the features, let us see the difference and what makes it stand out, right? Another comment says that people just, started dropping laughing emojis. Someone says, Blood, I beg, help me package 117 XR for her. That was what I was talking about, right? XR in a 17 pack. Another comment says, is it just me, or does the iPhone 17 series feel like a downgrade? It overheats. The battery drains fast, maybe because of all the notifications. But honestly, I still prefer my 15 Pro Max. For the price, I expected way more. Maybe it will grow on me. But right now, no. I'm not sure. I think you bought the 450,000 iPhone 17 because no one has said this. Someone said the pressure is too much. Someone says, I feel for this housemate. I feel for them because the pressure right after the house is a lot of pressure. Like, there's pressure to be seen. And that's about it on today's episode of Relufe BuzzZone, guys. And one thing I always say is that the comment box is open for you to drop all the comments that you can. So if you agree or disagree with, any of my gist, just drop the comments. And of course, if you have anything that you just want us to laugh about that's trending, you can also drop it in the comment box. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share. And of course, across all our social media platforms, it is all at Relufe TV, RELUFE and TV. Very easy to search for. All right, I'll be seeing you on another episode of Relufe BuzzZone. My name is AY with a double O. Bye, guys.